The Catcher in the Rye, by J.D. Salinger, is a profound exploration of adolescence, alienation, and the complexities of identity. Through the experiences of its protagonist, Holden Caulfield, the novel delves into the struggles of a young man grappling with the challenges of growing up in a world he perceives as phony and corrupt. This summary will provide a detailed overview of the novel, analyzing its key themes, characters, and events, while offering insights into its significance in American literature. Introduction to Holden Caulfield. The novel begins with Holden narrating his story from a rest home, reflecting on events that occurred shortly after he was expelled from Pensy Prep, a prestigious boarding school. He reveals his disdain for the adult world, expressing feelings of alienation and disconnection. Holden's narrative is marked by his cynical outlook and his frequent digressions, which give readers a glimpse into his troubled mind. Holden's expulsion from Pensy Prep serves as the catalyst for his journey. Despite being a bright student, he struggles academically and feels out of place among his peers. His experiences at Pensy are emblematic of his broader struggles with authority and societal expectations. Before leaving Pensy, Holden visits his former history teacher, Mr. Spencer, who offers him advice that Holden dismisses. This encounter foreshadows his ongoing conflict with adult figures throughout the novel. The journey to New York City. After leaving Pensy, Holden travels to New York City, intending to return home but prolonging his stay in the city. His journey is both physical and metaphorical, representing his search for identity and belonging. As he wanders through the city, he visits various locations, including Central Park, bars, and the Museum of Natural History. Each place evokes memories and reflections on his childhood, emphasizing his longing for the innocence he feels slipping away. Holden's interactions with various characters throughout the city reveal his deep-seated fears and insecurities. He encounters former classmates, strangers, and adults, but his attempts at connection often lead to disappointment. For example, he meets Sally Hayes, a girl he once dated, but their conversation devolves into arguments, illustrating Holden's inability to maintain healthy relationships. This pattern of alienation underscores his struggle to find meaningful connections in a world he perceives as filled with phonies. Themes of innocence and protection. A central theme of The Catcher in the Rye is Holden's desire to protect the innocence of children. This theme is embodied in his fantasy of being the catcher in the rye, a protector of children playing in a field of rye. In this vision, Holden imagines himself standing at the edge of a cliff, catching children before they fall into the corrupt adult world. This metaphor symbolizes his longing to preserve childhood innocence and shield others from the harsh realities of life. Holden's relationship with his younger sister, Phoebe, is pivotal in illustrating this theme. Phoebe represents the innocence and purity that Holden cherishes, and their bond provides moments of genuine connection. When he visits her, he feels a sense of comfort and clarity. Phoebe's straightforwardness and honesty contrast with the complexities of adult relationships, making her a source of hope for Holden. The impact of grief and loss. Holden's grief over the death of his younger brother, Ali, profoundly shapes his worldview and emotional state. Ali's death from leukemia left a lasting impact on Holden, leading to feelings of guilt and unresolved sorrow. Throughout the novel, Holden frequently reflects on Ali's intelligence, kindness, and uniqueness, highlighting his deep sense of loss. This grief contributes to Holden's alienation, as he struggles to cope with the finality of death and the inevitability of change. Holden's memories of Ali serve as a reminder of the innocence he longs to preserve. In moments of emotional turmoil, he often recalls his brother's red hair and baseball glove, reinforcing the bond they shared. However, his inability to process his grief fully leads to a deeper sense of isolation, as he feels that others cannot understand his pain. Encounters with phoniness and alienation. Throughout his journey in New York City, Holden encounters various individuals who exemplify the phoniness he despises. He critiques the superficiality of adults, including his former classmates, teachers, and even strangers he meets in bars. This disdain for authenticity exacerbates his feelings of alienation, as he perceives everyone around him as insincere or hypocritical. One notable encounter occurs when Holden meets a prostitute named Sunny, whom he cannot bring himself to engage with sexually. This moment encapsulates his internal conflict. While he desires intimacy and connection, he is paralyzed by fear and moral considerations. Instead of acting on his impulses, he offers Sunny money to leave, revealing his discomfort with adult interactions and relationships. Holden's critique of phoniness also extends to the institutions of education and society. He often expresses disdain for the fake nature of school, feeling that the system prioritizes conformity over individuality. His rejection of these norms positions him as an outsider, further contributing to his alienation. The climax, breaking point. As Holden continues to navigate the complexities of adulthood, he reaches a breaking point. His mental health deteriorates, culminating in a moment of profound despair. In a fit of anxiety, he contemplates fleeing to escape the pressures of adult life. This moment is characterized by confusion and disillusionment. As Holden grapples with his identity and the expectations placed upon him, the climax occurs when Holden watches Phoebe on the carousel in Central Park. In this scene, he experiences a moment of clarity and emotional release. As he observes her innocence and joy, he realizes that he cannot prevent her from growing up or facing the challenges of life. This acceptance is significant, marking a turning point in Holden's journey. Resolution and acceptance. The resolution of The Catcher in the Rye sees Holden in a rest home, hinting at the possibility of healing and growth. While the novel does not offer a definitive conclusion, it suggests that Holden is beginning to confront his fears and grief. His relationship with Phoebe serves as a catalyst for this change, highlighting the importance of connection and love in overcoming despair. Throughout the narrative, Holden's voice captures the essence of adolescent angst and the struggle for identity. His journey reflects the universal challenges faced during the transition to adulthood, making the novel resonate with readers of all ages. Ultimately, The Catcher in the Rye explores the complexities of growing up, the importance of preserving innocence, and the necessity of embracing the messiness of life. Conclusion. The Catcher in the Rye remains a timeless classic that speaks to the struggles of adolescence and the quest for identity. Through Holden Caulfield's journey, Salinger offers a poignant commentary on the challenges of growing up in a world that often feels overwhelming and insincere. The novel's exploration of themes such as innocence, grief, and alienation resonates with readers, making it a significant work in American literature. Holden's story serves as a reminder of the complexities of human emotions and the importance of connection in navigating the challenges of life. As readers follow Holden's journey, they are invited to reflect on their own experiences with identity, loss, and the search for belonging, making The Catcher in the Rye a relevant and impactful exploration of the human condition.